back a dollar, just like a mountain jack. I said, hey, hey, just like a mountain jack. Lord, I go up the mountain, holler my baby back. Well, there is sure one time, sure to worry me. I said, hey, hey, sure to worry me. My baby packed a suitcase, walked over and left for me. Well, it seems I heard somebody call my baby's name. Hey, hey, call my baby's name. Oh, they didn't call so loud, but they called so nice and plain. Now what did they call her? Victoria, Victoria, whoa Vic, hey Vic. Now won't you please come back to me, darling, I'm worried as I can be. Gonna call her one more time now. Well, so many mornings I woke up, still wringing wet with tears. Hey, hey, still wringing wet with tears. I'd give anything in this world to see my baby for real. So you heard me play If I Could Holler Like a Mountain Jack in the version of Charles' Baby Tate. And the song has been done before and by others. For example, I think the first one to use that kind of arrangement was the Reverend Gary Davis. And he used it in the 30s when he recorded, I think, Mountain Jack he called it. He only recorded 2 blues songs and that was one of them. And he used the arrangement for his religious songs as well, like 12 Gates to the City, for example. And Blind Boy Fuller recorded it, for example, Mamie. That's a song that resembles this very closely. And I tapped it out, and how you can get the tap, you can see here below in the video description, where there are also a bunch of links to other things that might interest you. So we're in standard tuning, but I'm tuned a half step down. So these are D sharps. Alright, and I'll play the introduction, and you will see I'm teaching this according to the tab, that it's metrically inconsistent. There are measures with 6 beats and with 4 beats and so on. So these old guys didn't care about that too much. So here we go. Sorry. I'll start again, the whole thing. So we're starting with a D shape, moved up to the 9th and 10th fret, 9, 10, 9. So we have an A chord, and that is attacked from below. Now, how many times that you do this, and if you use triplets or not, that's really up to you. I think if you would ask Baby Tate to play it again, he would play it differently. He would use this chord and use that into the introduction, but the right hand might be different, of course. And I'm hitting hard enough that the 3rd string also rings. It's not in full, but hard enough. So. Slide down, open. A7. This is the key signature lick. Pull off. Lots of double basses, of course. And muted in the country blues way, so we play them open and then we mute it. So it's not muted like that. Then we're sliding into a D chord, partial D chord, 5th fret, 7th fret. Pull off with your pinky. Slide into that A chord once more. Sorry. This is also a very typical run. The long A chord, and then all with the temp. Walk into that E7 chord, and you hit an upstroke and a downstroke, and hit 3 strings there. And then we're walking into the D chord. One more time. I use some B7, well, it's not the B7 chord, but I use the diminished chord form, 5, 4, 5, 4, because it's easier with what comes next. And then so I pull off and then open back into the long A chord. Alright, that's the introduction, full verse you could say. And let's take a look at the verse and the accompaniment behind the vocals. I'll play it softly and slowly. Sorry. we're sliding our partial A7 chord, well, just a bar like that, and then go back all with the temp, except that second string, second fret is of course with the index finger. If I could holler just like a mountain jack, A7, hey, hey, just like a mountain jack. Now, when I go to the D chord, I'm anticipating at the end of bar 17 the open D string. You don't have to do that, I just do it because I like it. There you see, and you let it ring into the next beat. I said hey, hey, and second beat of the 18th measure with the temp. Nice little run here, and all with the temp. One more time slowly that D7 section, starting with the 17 bar. Hey, hey, you're like a mountain jack. That's a really cool run, and all, well, the first two beats with triplets. And I'm using almost, well, a rest stroke with my temp. I'm not picking like this, no. But I turn my temp like that, so it rests on the string, and it touches even the 4th string now. And I just see, I'm using my second finger. You can use your first finger also. Fingering is something, well, personal. Do whatever is comfortable for you. I think I used my second finger here to get that 3rd string 2nd fret, so that what follows, the pull-off, is easier. The first finger is already in place to do that pull-off if you use your second finger to bar those the 4th and the 3rd string. Now, it is absolutely, when you sing it, and that's the difficulty of this song, there's a lot of single string runs. And you have to sing while doing it. You really have to know those by heart to pull it off the singing. Lord, I go up the mountain, holler my baby back. And you see, I wrote the words under the tab, the lyrics, so you know exactly where every word fits in the arrangement. But I had a tendency sometimes of doing that, and then you're too late to do that run. And the last beat of the 21st measure, you see, I'm going to the 3rd fret. You can hardly hear the difference. So if you do twice, like in the introduction, to the 4th fret, nobody will notice or hear the difference. back to verse measure 21. Lord, I go up the mountain, holler my baby back. Notice also the muting here. Alright, now the second verse is exactly the same as the first verse, except there's a different fill. So, well, there's sure one time, sure do worry me. So it's that, and it's tapped out on your second page. Also, what you should, which is different to the first verse, is where the singing begins. In the first verse we have, if I could holler, it begins on that slide to the second fret, your partial A7 chord. But all the other verses start a bit earlier, the singing. Well, there's sure one thing, you see, I'm gonna do the slide on sure one thing, sure. Well, there's sure one thing, sure do worry me. Hey, hey, sure do worry me. My good girl packed the suitcase, walked over and left for me. I hurt, you see, now it's on hurt in the third verse. Seems I hurt somebody, call my baby's name. And there's a different fill here too, it's also in your tab. And I play that with the temp. Hey, hey. And that's also a different fill. Instead of, we're doing, and it's on the bottom of your second page in the tab. So let's do the fill one more time of the third verse. Try to do a bit slow. Well, it seems I heard somebody call my baby's name. Call so loud, but they call so nice and plain. And then we have that rather strange verse where he sings, he calls out his Victoria. In the Blind Boy Fuller version he calls Mamie, Mamie a couple times, and here it is Victoria. And that's in verse 4 of course. And I'll try to do that slowly. Sorry. Victoria! Sorry. Victoria! Hey Vic! Whoa Vic! Won't you please come back to me, darling? I'm worried as I can be. And there you see the ending is also different, and I took that from another Blind Boy Fuller song. It's not as Baby Tate plays it. I thought some variation will not hurt. So the Victorias are on the Victoria, it's just before Victoria, hey Vic, so it's on the just before, well, on that double bass there. Victoria, Victoria, hey big. And then we have a different fill for the last thing. There's a bit humming there. That's bar measure 5 on the 3rd page. Well, it's all something I added to that because it's not done by Baby Tate in the original. And the D7. And there's no second line, neither does Blind Boy follow that. And we go straight to the E7. And we're avoiding, and we're doing something different now. So let's start with the 6th bar. Won't you please come back to me, darling? I'm worried as I can be. So after the we have that descending run to the E7. So we're starting out the 8th bar. That's a D chord. It's like your D7, but the pinky is added to the 4th string, 4th fret. And we're doing that with syncopation. Then to an F with a rap. And E chords. So one more time, measure, well, let's start at measure 6. And notice that I'm using a heavy thumb here. You could play it with a thumb, only with a thumb even. So that's a variation on that riff. So I'm using the full chord, the diminished chord, 5-4-5-4, and the pull off. Now the solo, I didn't transcribe that because it's the same thing as the verse 4. Well, I said, I'm going to play it one more time. And I hit with my index and middle finger the 1st and the 2nd string. And I slide down on the 2nd string, goes from the 4th fret to the 3rd fret. I did it the other way. I did first which is the 5th measure of the 3rd page. And then I go to the D7, which we didn't do in the 4th verse. So I'm hammering on with my thumb the 2nd fret of the 6th string. Very muted. You see, after this is exactly the same progression as in the introduction, so we've seen that before. So that was the solo, and then the ending, well, so many mornings I woke up, still raining wet with tears. That's a little different. It's the same as the first verse, only this is added. Slide first string to the 9th fret and the 10th fret on the 2nd string. Sorry, should go to the A7. I said, hey, hey, still raining wet with tears. Lord, I'd give anything in this world to see my baby for real. And you heard I used the 6th and 7th and 8th bar of the verse 4 for the last verse as well, for the ending. So, hey, and now I go down. I'd give anything in this world to see my baby for real. The ending is well, I guess that's about it for this mountain jack song. Cool way to play in the key of A bit different than others do, and have fun with it.